Hey, it's Mervin. This is kind of my I'm back post. 'Cause I do have the words now. Amazing enough, my writer's block was surprisingly easy to get over. um, I had just that couple of days break where I said I'm just not gonna think about anything worked perfectly. So a few days later, I was right back at it. Things that really helped, I just sat around and compulsively formatted documents. That did so much for me. I need help. I stacked and restacked my DVDs. That helped too. God, I need help. But ultimately, though, it was just the not thinking about it at all, just for a few days. Ultimately, that's what did it. And, within a few days, I was right back at it. I sporked some more. I finished Sins of the Father. I wrote a bit on my own outlines, and apparently, my getting away from it all helped Hyde, too. The reason I'm getting back into the groove is because, I'm gonna have to be ready, because Hyde's gonna show up on my LJ soon. I think you all know why. Hopefully that'll happen in the next few weeks. No hurry, Ket. Don't take this as me trying to prod you, because it's not. But yeah, hopefully, if you all know what I'm talking about, hopefully you're excited. Because I am. Because I read it. So hopefully that'll be coming out soon. But now I'm just sitting here because, the things I've been doing lately, to relax, I've been watching MST3Ks. I've been rewatching Supernatural. And sitting here with my little pervert cat. Yeah, PJ's right next to me. And he's purring. I'm not gonna let you hear his purr, though, because I doubt you could. And, the one thing also I've been doing that I can't right now is been hanging out at that guy with the glasses, but that's down. Does anyone know what's going on with that? Is that some kind of routine maintenance that I don't know about, or is this a serious problem? I gotta have my Linkara fix, man. But other than that, I've just been relaxing and going to school. And that has been, I just looked back and thought, if I'm gonna get a job, I'm gonna get a job, and it's gonna be fine. You're going to be fine. This is one of the few markets that actually has stayed pretty afloat, considering all that's been happening. Especially the coding department, considering all the stuff going down with insurance. Medical coders and billing experts are about to be in high demand. A lot, because the market just got flooded. So, hopefully, I'm right about this. I've checked all kinds of listings. Job wanted and coders are always pretty high up there. So, hopefully, I've picked a very good field that won't dry up anytime soon. Cross my fingers. But that was a real big reassurance, just looking through the wanted ads and checking out stuff online and just seeing how in demand they are, and they kind of are. I've talked to other people about this. They agree this is a pretty good field I've chosen. I've got therapy today, so hopefully I'll vent some stuff. It's been bugging me. But that's at 3, so I've got a few hours to wait for that. Other than that, absolutely nothing's been going on. I've just been compulsively rearranging things, not thinking about sporkings, and that helped me brainstorm for stuff. I've already made this announcement on DOS Sporking, but some of you probably already saw this, or rather listened to it. But I'm making the announcement here for anyone who's interested. Sorry, I just took a Claritin. I have allergies today. I'm going to probably be moving away from sporking, as it were, very soon. I'm not going to abandon the ones I've got, except maybe standing my ground. I've been looking through that one, and the block paragraphs just hurt me. It's like she doesn't even know what a paragraph marker is. It's awful. And plus, the story's derivative, and Sans is tired of it. His working with Snape. He's very angry now. He won't go back to it because he doesn't want to see Snape in that again. What a jerk. So I'll probably be abandoning that spork, because that is just too painful. But I'll probably finish the ones I've got going right now. I'll finish the Catherine Morgan series, finish what we've got of Hogwarts 2 Exposed. I'm not going back to the other two There are two other fics after two exposed. There's overexposed and underexposed. I am not sporking those. And I'm not going to demand anyone else spork them. Because I've read them. I don't know how Neil does it. But he takes all the depravity of the previous fic and multiplies it by 10. So you've got all the horrible depravity in Hogwarts Exposed. Multiply that times 10, you got Hogwarts 2 Exposed. Then take Hogwarts 2 Exposed, multiply that times 10. So you got 100 more times more depravity in Hogwarts Overexposed. Then you got 1,000 times more depravity in Underexposed. And he hasn't even finished that one. So I'm not going back to Hogwarts Exposed. Ever. I'm finished with it. I mean, you don't even need the other two to know just how bad this stuff is. All you have to do is read the other two, and then imagine it worse, if your mind can wrap itself around that. God. So anyway, sorry, digression. I'll be finishing Airhead, hopefully. I've got quite a bit sporked on that one, but in reality, we're only about halfway through. This is a very large fic. We're not in the chapter department. We're over halfway through in the chapter department. Chapter counts, but page counts, it's about halfway. We just have to get over this one big hump. This big problem. It's, like I've described it, Airhead is degenerated into Twilight, specifically New Moon. And both Hyde and I can't stand it. And we're trying to maintain the happy attitude, but we have not sporked Airhead in a very long time. I'm just posting what we had sporked up till the point when we just said, oh my god, die! If we could just get past, like, these 2 chapters, it'd be smooth sailing. So hopefully we'll finish that. I'll get that finished. Like I said, gonna do the Catherine Morgan series. Anything I've got going right now will be finished, but that's probably the last ones I'll be doing. Because, the thing you guys love most are the Twilight recaps. And I figure, I know why, too. So, I'm moving into the original media, as it were. I'm going to be adding movie reviews. I may test out a few on this LJ, that's why I'm announcing it here as well. I may test out a few just to see what you guys think of the style I'll be using. A style you've seen before, but hopefully I can make it somewhat original. I've got a movie already picked out for what I want to do for a written review. It's not Twilight. It's something else. It's one of my favorite unintentional comedies of all time. I laugh every time I just think about it. So I'll be testing that out, and then just asking, what do you think? What should I improve of? Is there anything wrong with this? And then I'll take it to dust sporking and see what happens. The movie reviews won't be very common, but they'll just be an addition. Because I can't just keep doing Twilight, because I'm only going to do one book at a time. I can't do multiple books. Because you see how much effort I put into those recaps. I don't just do a 3-page summary of the books with a few, like Dan blogging Twilight. His are hilarious, and I can only aspire to be that hilarious. But that's not the way I do things. I hammer every single paragraph into the ground. So I could not do that to 2 books at the same time. So once I'm finished with the Twilight series, I've already got a series picked out, I think, what I want to do. I've gotten a lot of requests for Aragon. And I'm going to tell you now, I don't know if I could do that. I really don't. Because as much as I hate Twilight, and I probably do hate it more than Twilight, Aragon, I'm so indifferent towards it. Because I've read, I've read parts of the book. It just is so dry and dull and toneless and pompous and boring. And that's at its best. At its worst, it's like reading Rose Potter. And, yeah, I don't really want to go back to Rose Potter. I was glad that the Soother had to stop after Chapter 7 of Half-Blood Prince. Because I was just about to be beaten down by that. Oh, jeez. So yeah, that's the update. I'm hopefully going to start posting again. I thought it would be longer, but it's not. I'm doing much better already. So I'm not sorry about that. Thank you guys for all your comments. I'm going to try and start replying to you guys, not the old ones, but to this sort of thing. I've already gotten back into replying at Dustforking. Next week I'm going to announce the updating schedule. There's a whole new revamped schedule I've got going. Hopefully things will come out almost every day to keep interest. And that's about it. Oh, and Zelda Queen is seriously advancing in Child of Grace. If you're into that Sporking, I'd recommend going over there and checking that out. Oh, she's mad, and I don't blame her. Also, be sure to check out Shaolina's recap of the host, because I probably won't do the host, and that's a very good recap she's got going. I'll see you guys later with hopefully a text post, and keep rooting for Mrs. Hyde, because you're gonna love what she's got next. See you guys later on the dark side of the moon.